What's up, guys? I'm Carly.
I'm Gabby.
And we're the queens of all things horror. So if this is your first time seeing our channel, don't forget to click the subscribe button to see any more of our future posts and click the notification bell to get notified every single time we post, and follow us on our Instagram at Qoath.horror.
So for today's video, we are going to be doing a review on the 2019 movie Glass, and we saw it a few days ago,
And we are super excited because, real quick, we loved it. So
it was beautiful.
yeah, so we're gonna jump right into it. Also, disclaimer, the reason why we're wearing the same outfit from the last video is because we filmed 2 videos in one day, so
Yes. Just letting you guys know.
yeah. And we know we are kind of late to the Glass party, but you know, better late than never. We really wanted to review this film, we wanted to see it. So this film was directed by M. Night Shyamalan. I am so sorry if I am butchering his name, but you know who I'm talking about. Okay. And this film starred Samuel L. Jackson, James McAvoy, I'm really bad with names, Bruce Willis, Sarah Paulson, and Anya Taylor-Joy. So this film basically combines the 3 individuals that we met in the past 2 movies from their respective movies, and we uncover a whole bunch of secrets and stories that are related to these 3 men, and one thing leads to another, and there's a whole plot twist.
So we just want to start off by saying this movie is a masterpiece.
Yeah.
This movie combined Unbreakable and Split in such a seamless way, with such accuracy, with dates, with timeline, with story, and the way that they brought these 3 superpowered men together was just beautiful. And let's keep in mind, this Unbreakable and like this trilogy is definitely one of the first like superhero movies that is not Marvel or DC.
Exactly.
And people need to understand that there's a whole story that goes with all these 3 movies, and that you have to watch the first 2 to understand Glass, which is why some people didn't like this movie.
Exactly. And also, when Split came out, Unbreakable was
Thrown away.
Yeah, it was thrown away. It was thrown away because it was a 16-year difference.
Yes.
Did it come out in 2016 or 2017?
I think 2017.
It was a 16 or 17-year difference. There was a huge difference between the 2. So a lot of people only saw Split. So when they went in, they either didn't know about Unbreakable or they didn't see Unbreakable. So that's when you need to kind of go in, because Unbreakable is so good, and you have to watch Unbreakable in order to really understand the timeline of this whole thing.
And the characters, obviously the character building and the character development was beautiful. Because we already knew all of these 3 men, like these characters, before from the other movies, and seeing them interact together in this asylum, just going at each other with their own motives.
Exactly.
It was so like satisfying and heartwarming to see, because we love these characters.
Yeah.
And just seeing them all together in a movie was absolutely iconic.
And jumping off of that idea, the acting was A+++ in this film. It was perfect by all 3 men.
Yes.
Especially James McAvoy.
Yes.
Because he had obviously personality disorder and he had to play different personalities. But the thing is, the way he did it, it was seamless, because he had to go from, like, for example, like from Patricia
With her turtleneck.
and the way I have one, he's like walk around like this.
So good.
And like he would like go like that, and like in a split second he's like Hedwig, and he's like, yo, what's up? Like,
What's up, man?
What's up? I love Drake. Like, you know, like it's so good. Like it was just so good, and it wasn't choppy.
Yes. It takes a lot for any of these people, from Sarah Paulson to James McAvoy to basically everybody that was in this movie,
so good.
Including Joseph, the son.
Yeah. Oh,
So cute, by the way. He glowed
cute.
up.
Oh my god.
Wow. But everybody's acting fit together so beautifully within the premise of the movie.
Exactly.
And guys, I'm sorry, but everybody in this movie was like gorgeous.
Yeah, like wow. Also, Bruce Willis really aged nicely.
He did!
He really aged nicely. Like, even like from Unbreakable, he was already cute, and now we got him like 19 years later, looking good. Like Bruce Willis, I see you.
Yeah.
So now, speaking of the asylum or the mental hospital, It was so beautiful, and we mentioned this in a lot of our reviews that have to do with like asylums. You guys know we love asylums, so this asylum was actually beautiful. We loved it. We loved the colors of the film in its entirety.
Yes.
Like actually, like the colors were just beautiful. But like going back to the asylum, we loved the asylum because it wasn't your typical dark, filthy, wet, like eerie,
old style.
Yeah, asylum. It wasn't that typical vibe. It was very futuristic. It was very clean. It was very like open.
Yeah.
And the rooms, they were different. It was brilliant the way they made the rooms for Bruce Willis and James McAvoy. Their rooms contained their weaknesses, and it was just so perfect. And when we realized that after they were introduced in their rooms, when we realized that, we were literally like, oh my god.
We were freaking out the whole movie, basically.
Exactly, so they don't escape. Obviously, they find a way to escape thanks to Samuel L. Jackson, Mr. Glass.
We love you, Glass.
But in order to keep them held captive for as long as they were held captive, it was just really smart that they had their weaknesses inside their rooms, their respective rooms.
We also thought, well, going back to Unbreakable and Split, the cinematography for all of these movies, including Glass, is astonishing.
Yeah.
Guys.
Oh, so beautiful.
Do you ever just look at the way a director filmed a movie and you're like, this is absolutely outstanding, and it just puts all the puzzle pieces together. And speaking of puzzle pieces, the way that the plot twists and the story and the characters and the mysteries all came together with different realizations that happened throughout the entire movie.
Yeah.
It was just so satisfying to see, because you could tell that the writers and directors put so much thought into making these superhuman men,
Exactly.
you know, have their shining moment, and every character had their spotlight in this movie.
Yeah.
Which was really great because the movie was about all three of them, so not one outshined the other. Everybody had their equal moment
everyone
to
had their
display
moment.
their emotions, their superpowers, and you know, have a little like tag team action going on.
Yeah.
So, leading towards the end of the movie, the last third of the movie, we did not see coming.
Oh my god.
The plot twist ending shook us up so badly. We were holding hands and we were basically screaming in the theater, no, because we were just about to cry. Yeah, we were heartbroken. And just Sarah Paulson's character, really, she was so evil. And and the thing is, nobody saw any of this coming.
Yeah, it was like a huge smack in the face, and I was like kind of hurt. I was like,
hello. And it's so sad because when you love characters so much, like we love these three
like
guys
you felt
so
like
much.
attached to them.
Yes, and it was just so sad. And like, spoiler, obviously, now Joseph is an orphan.
Yeah.
And that is just horrendous.
Oh my god, and we love Joseph.
Oh my god. It's just, these characters really put such an emotional toll on us, and we love them so much, and the fact that they're all dead.
And like the way each of them died was just not fair.
Oh my god, it was so
like
unfair.
it was so, oh my god. We have no words because we were so hurt because we were not expecting that. Like we really didn't want them to die, and then they did die, and we were just like, oh, like we were literally just like, what's happening? So disclaimer, we switched settings because class was about to happen in like another room. So we're in this room now. Yay! Just in case you guys were confused as to how we teleported from there to there, but like. Okay, so we are going to continue with the score of this film. The score was so beautiful the entire time throughout the film, especially at the end credits. If you guys stayed for the end credits, oh, it was so pretty. So they were definitely string instruments in this score, especially the one at the end credits. It was definitely like a cello or a bass, but it was so beautiful and just so like, I don't know, it just fit with the whole ending.
Yeah, and it created such an emotional atmosphere because the ending was very emotional. Like we said, we were very impacted, and the music really added and heightened our emotions, and just our love for the movie.
Feel a lot more, like, you know,
affected.
Like, more affected and sad, and just like, and it's good too because the end of the movie is the end credits, and you're just kind of sitting there and just like music playing in the background,
and you're trying to really
and just
sink in.
Yeah, and like swallow the whole like situation, and it was just, at least for us, it was a lot to take in because we really loved the characters, and we just didn't want to see them end like that. So the pacing of this film was perfect. This film is 2 hours and 9 minutes, and it is supposed to be that long. It is okay that it's that long because you really need to kind of break everything down and sit down and understand what is going on between the characters, and then when they all come together, and then when they try to escape, it's just, the fact that it's 2 hours long, it gives you enough time to really get into it, and it's not rushed. It's not rushed, and that's a good thing.
There are certain movies that are 2 hours long that are like not good, and that they're very rushed towards the ending. But this movie, it put everything together in a good order with timeline and everything. So the pacing was great, and we were not bored for a second.
Exactly.
So if movies that are 2 hours or more discourage you, don't let this discourage you, because this movie does not make you sit there like for 1 second.
Exactly. And a lot of movies that are 2 hours long, that to us are boring, I guess you would say, they have a lot of unwarranted scenes.
Yes.
Scenes that are so unnecessary and that are just fillers. Almost like when you're like writing a paper and it needs to be like 3 pages, but you only have like 1.5, so you like fill it in. Like, it's like some movies, they have a lot of fluff in it. But this film, each scene, at least in our opinion, you guys may think otherwise, which is completely fine, but in our opinion, each scene was very important and it impacted something that was going to happen later on. So you really have to pay attention, and it's really good. Like, we keep saying that it was 2 hours because we had enough time to be like, oh, okay, like this is this and that and that. So all in all, we really loved Glass. We really loved it, despite what the ratings are.
The ratings are ridiculous.
So despite those ratings, despite a lot of the critic reviews, we loved Glass. Yeah, we loved it. We appreciate it. You know, it was really, really good. So good. And we just want to like end this video off by not really discussing, but just saying which movie was our favorite in the trilogy. So out of the three for me, my top favorite is Unbreakable 2000. I love that film. I love it. Unbreakable is still at the top for me. Then Glass. But Glass and Unbreakable are like really close. Like, I wouldn't even say Glass is number 2. Like, I would say like Glass is like
right underneath.
Like right underneath. And then for me, Split would be number 3. But I love all of them. Like all 3 of them, but like Unbreakable is like is mine. Yeah.
And then for me, it has to be Glass 2019, because it really impacted me emotionally, and it just tied everything that I loved from all 3 of these movies within the trilogy together. So I just felt like such satisfaction and happiness watching everybody interact in this movie that ended off such a seamless storytelling trilogy. And I feel like this trilogy, it was really good at storytelling, and I feel like a lot of trilogies or like franchises sometimes lack the storytelling aspect with consistency, but this trilogy did it.
Yeah, it was very consistent, and also that's another reason why it's funny because you like Glass is your top because it ended off the trilogy so beautifully, and I love Unbreakable because it started off the trilogy. It was the origin of the trilogy, and it was a great starting point. It was so good. So it's kind of like the beginning and the ending, but it's
origin and ending.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
You know, we appreciate all of these movies. We love all of them equally, and just because we didn't mention Split for either of us does not mean we don't like it. We love that movie.
We love Split.
And especially because it also has to do with psychological things, that your psyche, and just guys, this trilogy is fantastic. Go watch it if you didn't watch it.
And watch Unbreakable before you go see Glass. Yeah. So we hope you guys enjoyed this Glass 2019 review. And if you love this movie, let us know why. If you weren't a fan of this movie, or if you didn't like this movie, you can also let us know why as well. We can also have discussions in our DMs. We will gladly answer. And yeah, we will see you guys in the next video. Bye.